by saying congratulations on the brand new single. We've been playing that on our show, and now congratulations on this amazing new album as well.
Thanks very much.
So, mate, it must have been a weird couple of years for you guys because you formed in 2019 and then we kind of all went into lockdown with the pandemic. What's the last couple of years been like for you guys trying to get this band off the ground?
Not too hard. It was a bit stressful trying to get our album out prior to the COVID lockdown, but we at the time were planning on recording, and then we put it on hold, and then as soon as borders opened and all that stuff, we got together. Probably, I think we laid drums down in late 2020, maybe early 21, and went from there. Like 2021, we put all our parts to it and got together this killer album.
So, mate, you all came from other bands and other projects. Tell us a little bit about how this band kind of formed. Was it something that you had all talked about for a long time?
No, not really. Dave, the guitarist, and Jay, the drummer, they sort of started this band back in 2015 with a couple other friends, and they sort of started writing music, and they sort of just faded away and got buried, put in the background a little bit, and then come 2019, around about, I think Dave, Jay, and I got together, and as we do, we're close mates, and I sort of said, let's do a band together, and they said, let's bring back Remains, and off it went. Here we are.
Like you said, it's a group of mates playing together. Do you see the term supergroup as a dirty word?
I'm not a fan of it, but that's what people are calling us.
So what does that mean to you? Like, I think people are using the term affectionately. Like, they want to see you guys play live. They want to see you guys play together because you're all such amazing musicians. What does that mean to you that fans out there mean that you guys mean so much to them that they are using that term?
It's great that we have a lot of feedback from fans and friends that listen to our music, but it's something we've wanted to do for a long time. Get together as mates and play in a band together, this particular style, and it's really, really exciting for us.
So, mate, tell us a little bit about the writing process for the band. Like you said, you kind of had COVID in the middle of all of that, but what's the writing process like for you guys?
Pretty much what a lot of bands do these days, I think. It's all rent a home in their little home studios or bedrooms or whatnot, and we just... the guitarist Dave will write songs and send files to each member, and we sort of put our own little bits to it. And once we have enough songs to get together for a jam or a rehearsal, we'll get in the space and jam them out, see how they feel, and if they're feeling right, we give them a big tick and try and write some more hits.
So what was inspiring you guys lyrically when you were working on this album?
It started off for me writing just stupid stuff, but worthy for the album. But then I sort of went towards like finding articles about brutal murders that have happened around like Australia and a couple overseas, just vicious stuff. But I find it easier for me to write from articles that I've read and put like a song together, which always comes together and turns out great.
It sounds like you have a little bit of a fascination there with criminology. Tell us a little bit about when that started for you and how does that help inspire your music?
I'm not really into like that type of stuff, but it sort of suited the band of what we're doing and fits the band name in a way. But we've always written about or myself, like being in a previous band called The Day Everything Became Nothing, just gore type stuff, being in gore grind bands. Blood Duster sort of did a little bit of stuff like that. The other lads came from a band called Fuck I'm Dead, so there's probably a bit of a little inspo there about some just crazy shit that goes on in the world.
So, what were some of the murders that you explored for some of the tracks here? Are they famous ones that most of us would know about?
Oh, there's probably a couple, but they're not too famous. Like, I think, what is it, The Butcher is probably the most famous, which is a song about Ivan Milat. The lyrics in it is, I think the main chorus line is Old Mate Milat.
Yep.
There's another song called Shot Dead, which is based on some rampant lunatic roaming around Port Hedland, just killing people, a few people up there, and there was maybe another song called what would that be? That was there was another one like over in London, I think, where a guy just like cut up a person and then scattered their remains around like a golf course. Pretty brutal stuff.
Yeah, and of course, Lords of Grind, of course, the people are saying that this track is actually about how members of the band will kill you at a show, pretty much. Is that true?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So if you come to our shows, we'll hold back from trying to jump off the stage and coming out and strangle you or beat you to death. But that's pretty much a song written about just us being wild dudes wanting to kill our fans.
So, mate, now that everything's opened back up, the album's coming out, what are your plans now? Are you hoping to be able to get out there and do a few shows with everything opening back up now?
Most definitely. We'll be, the album comes out officially on Friday, and then this Friday the 15th, we'll be doing a Melbourne show, album launch at the Old Bar with some local bands called Faceless Burial, Carcinoid, and Chuff. And that sort of kicks off our little mini tour thing that we have going on called the 6 States of Death. I think there could be one extra, but I'm not too sure as yet. So we'll be doing a couple shows up the East Coast and then coming back to Melbourne to play a regional show and then a couple more shows later on in the year with Skeletal Remains.
And how do you feel with the album coming out? Are you pretty excited that it's all going to be out there for your fans, or do you still get slightly nervous when you've got an album coming out?
No, not nervous at all. Looking forward to the album coming out. It's pretty exciting. It's always exciting. We're really positive that we'll get a lot of good feedback. We'll get some reviews now from Europe and a couple around Australia, and getting great feedback from all those. So I think everyone will enjoy it. It's a vicious, fast album with some awesome guitar riffs, killer drum beats, and wild bass lines, and some pretty brutal vocals from myself, I must admit.
Yeah. Now, I know the Haley Boys are pretty predominant songwriters. Have you guys already started work on the next album yet?
It's pretty much started. Just some ideas coming together. after we do these shows, I think we'll probably buckle down and get going on the next album, I reckon.
Awesome. Well, mate, we're going to play a double shot right now of Remains. We're going to play Bloodthirst and Lords of Grind back to back. So what would you like to say to all of our listeners out there before they take a listen to these amazing tracks back to back and before they go out and grab the album on Friday?
Enjoy the killer tunes. They're very good for your ear holes. Look out for the shows coming up in the coming months. Be sure to head to the Disdain Records in Australia. If you plan on buying vinyl, it's they're running low on stock already. So get in there. You can get some long sleeves. They're very limited through the website only. And if you happen to be listening to this and you're abroad internationally, you can also pick up copies through Spike Rock Records.
Awesome. Well, mate, thank you so